Hi guys, it's Jen from Phoenix and Lotus, and this is day 19 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot Challenge. And today's question is, do you read for yourself and or for others? Why or why not? So yes, I read for myself. I read for myself every day, a lot. I've, I've developed a pretty strong, consistent tarot practice, but I have recently started reading for other people. And to prepare myself for that, I did some work with Jess Carlson um, in her Cosmic Wisdom camp last summer, and I took her intuitive tarot workshop, and I've also taken courses with Ethony. I've done her tarot apprentice certification course and also mastering the court cards, and those both helped me get a really strong sense of what the cards mean, how they play into each other, and how to put them in context in a reading for someone else. Because I think that sometimes when we're reading for ourselves, we know what's going on. You'll see a card and you're like, oh, that's my mother, or that's my boss, or that's the stupid thing that I said last week that damaged that friendship, or that's that I spent this money on something that I wanted that really wasn't necessarily the best way for me to spend that money. So you look at the cards and you know what's in there. But I think when we're reading for other people, we don't always have that backstory. We don't know. We only know what they're willing to tell us. And they may or may not be willing to tell us what we need, what we would like to know, and they may or may not be willing to tell us the truth. So you really have to rely on the cards and trust yourself and trust your skill as a reader. And I like that challenge. I like the challenge of reading for other people. It's really sort of invigorating for me if I read and somebody says, wow, that makes so much sense now. I had never thought of it that way. That's a great feeling for me. And now I'm realizing that I'm starting to get into day 20. How do you feel when you do readings? So I'm just going to roll into that. So I feel when I'm actually conducting the reading, I feel very focused. Sometimes I feel a little, I don't want to say spacey, but sometimes I feel like part of me's here and part of me's not here. Part of me is getting different things, or it's tuned into something else. But then once I look at the cards and think about the question, especially if I'm reading for somebody else, and start talking them through it, everything starts to come together. And I feel, like I said, focused. I feel like certain things in the cards jump out at me. It's like they want me to know what's going on and what it's important for the person getting the reading to know. And that's a good feeling. I also feel a little drained afterwards if I don't do enough to ground myself and center. I kind of suck at that, and I know that I suck at that, and that's one of the things that I'm working on doing better, because hey, if I'm going to read for people a lot, I need to be able to do it without draining myself of my own energy and resources, because then I'm not helpful to anyone if I'm exhausted. So I feel good about doing readings. I like it, and it makes me feel confident. It makes me feel helpful. I like feeling like I'm helping people see things from a different perspective. That's deeply gratifying for me. So that is something that I really enjoy about doing readings for other people. And I'm looking forward to hearing what everyone else has to say. Do you read for other people? How do you feel? How do you feel about reading? Good stuff. All right. Bye.